The second wine is also from Etna, but it's PASSOPISCIARO. I think everybody now has it in the glass.
So PASSOPISCIARO, this is really one of the wines that brought about the renaissance of Etna wines. Andrea Franchetti and Carlo Franchetti really added great enthusiasm and marketing skills, as well as their commitment and investment. And this kind of helped to bring about a renaissance of Etna wines, really. And I think that this is their 100% Nerello Mascalese. They were the first to start looking at contrada, so the individual vineyard sites. And this adds another layer of interest and complexity, a bit like Grand Cru system in Burgundy with individual vineyard sites. Of course, it means there's more to learn, more to discover, but then with all great wine regions, you do need those layers, somewhere for people to go, these layers of complexity. So I had a fascinating tasting with them, where they very generously opened a lot of different contrada wines, and, you know, kept me busy for at least a few hours, a couple of hours, trying to work out some of the differences between the contrada. They also started the Anteprima, the contrada event, which is where which happened on the 23rd of April this year, which is a kind of where all the producers are encouraged to go and show their wines. And I believe it's still very informal in the sense that everybody's encouraged to come along and taste in a very open way. So that already is very forward-looking, sharing ideas, sharing experiences. And this has, I've just tasted this wine, it has this beautiful, lovely, pure fruit in the middle as well. Again, this sort of delicate red fruit, which is carried by their sort of tenacious structure. They're energetic, lively wines with a lot of elegance.
Recently spoke to a colleague who said, you know, Etna has peaked. There's too much interest about Etna. There are so many other great terroirs in Italy, even in Sicily. And with this, I partly agree, because I wish people were speaking more about Cerasuolo di Vittoria, for example, than they do at the moment. But I also think Etna hasn't definitely peaked. I think Etna is only really just starting. The same could be said about Barolo in a way, because Barolo is today at a great moment of its history with so many great producers and quality across the board. But I would be watching Etna more closely, because we are only really getting more understanding of the terroir now. You know, the high and the low, the north and the east, and sometimes a little bit of the south. I think we're getting into more, you know, some of the experiments are coming along now with the single vineyard vinification, blends, grape varieties. We really now understand why traditionally this was a blend, because Nerello Mascalese is great on its own, but maybe with a bit of help is even better from other grapes. That's a little theory.